Hey everyone, I'm Mike Andes. I'm the founder of lawncarebookkeeper.com, and today I want to walk you through why we started the business and really what it can do for you and your lawn care or landscaping company. So the goal in starting lawncarebookkeeper.com is really to be able to allow the business owner of a lawn care or landscaping business to do triage on their business by knowing their numbers. Triage in the medical industry is, hey, if someone comes into an emergency room or they have a problem, one of the first things we're gonna do is do triage, which is blood pressure, heart rate, the simple type of numbers that are required in the medical profession to know how healthy the body is. Same thing goes for your business. There are certain numbers that are required to know so that you can just tell how healthy is this business. A balance sheet, an income statement. These are things that you must have, not just for the IRS and to do taxes at the end of the year, but also to make sure you know how well is your business, how healthy is it doing. So let me explain the two different types of services that we provide here at lawncarebookkeeper.com. The first is payroll, and this includes all the support required to onboard an employee, set them up, and then make sure that their automatic transfers are going directly in their bank account, and all of that's done through QuickBooks Online, where you're going to get all of their payroll set up for you, as well as we're going to have support for you. So if you get a piece of mail in your mailbox that is from the Employment Security Department or from workers' compensation claim or something like that, you can just take a picture of it, email it to us, and we can take care of it. We're also going to make sure that you're set up with your payment of federal and state withholding taxes. So every single paycheck, obviously there's money being withheld from your employee's paycheck for state and federal taxes. We'll make sure that all gets filed correctly. We'll also do a year-end report, including all your W-2s and W-3s. And again, every single time, the biggest thing for me with my bookkeeper is it's a matter of when a piece of mail comes in and I get a big stack of envelopes, right? I just want to take a picture of anything to do with payroll and send it to them, and they get taken care of. So we process all those mailed forms and make sure that your business is set up correctly with all of those state agencies. Whether it be payroll tax or workers' compensation and finding the best rates in your state, or the Employment Security Department and different state agencies, we'll make sure you walk through that whole process and set you up correctly for your given state. Now, what's really cool about the payroll services that we offer is it's based upon the number of employees you have, and you pay per pay period. So down below on the website, lawncarebookkeeper.com, you can see all the different rates for payroll. The services included in the bookkeeping part of lawncarebookkeeper.com is we are going to categorize your profit and loss statements for you every single month. So we'll be going in there, creating a chart of accounts, setting up everything inside of your QuickBooks so that every single time a transaction comes in, we will allocate it to the correct category of expenses. So the way that at the end of every single month, you're going to have a really clean income statement or profit and loss statement every single month, knowing all of your expenses, all of your profits. And it's extremely important to know this when it comes to planning, budgeting, and if you're trying to go get loans for a house, for your personal self, or for the business. On a quarterly basis, we're also going to provide a balance sheet for you. So again, income statements shows every single transaction for the month, whereas a balance sheet on a quarterly basis, you're going to get one of these that allows you to make sure that every single one of your accounts are balanced out. Your credit cards, your bank statements, and everything aligns just right so that when you submit it to your accountant at the end of the year for your actual tax prep and for the IRS, everything is aligned and matches perfectly. What's cool about the bookkeeping, your pricing is also based upon your monthly gross revenue. So as the business grows, obviously it's a lot more work for us to categorize more and more expenses, put together more and more accounts for your balance sheet, and that way your price will scale with the business. The rare combination of Lawn Care Bookkeeper is the fact that now you have pro-certified QuickBooks Online users, our bookkeepers, able to access your accounts with the added knowledge and experience of lawn care and landscaping industry experience. And that's really what all we do is simply lawn care and landscaping. So we understand this industry. We understand workers' compensation in this industry and how many states look at many of our insurance programs and the agencies around unemployment. So we understand the industry and we understand your business when it comes to your profit and loss and what numbers you need to know. As time goes on, we'll be able to actually inform you of certain numbers in your business that might be alarming after we see a charting over a course of time of how much revenue is going out the door to wages? Are these numbers alarming? And down the road, once we have a good year of data under our belt, we'll be able to give you a good dashboard to actually show you where your business's trajectory is going and some of the modifications that might be suggested based upon industry norms that we see that are good, bad, or ugly. If you've listened to my content before, you know that if you want to grow your lawn care or landscaping business, there's really just two things that you need to stay focused on. That's hiring and marketing. And growing the business will revolve around those two things. Everything else that you do in the business, sharpening the blades, making sure the oil's topped up every morning, kicking the tires every morning, all of that's a distraction. And it should be delegated to other people. And that is the same thing when it comes to your bookkeeping. You should not be spending hours every single pay period, Friday evening, trying to punch numbers in. You should not be going into QuickBooks and struggling for hours on end, how to balance accounts and why the inputs don't match the outputs and why do I need to do a chart of accounts? Like, why are these matching up? You don't want to be doing that. And you don't want to be looking like an idiot when you go to your accountant at the end of the year because none of your numbers make sense and your business is somewhat an absolute mess. It's literally guesswork as to whether or not your business is doing well.
Yeah, it's bad. That's real bad.
Maybe math isn't your strong suit. Maybe QuickBooks seems really confusing. Maybe setting up payroll seems daunting because all the different state agencies, or maybe your balance sheet is just a complete mess. That's what Lawn Care Bookkeeper is here for, and we're here to fix that. Knowing your numbers is an important gauge of how fast you can grow, how much money you should be spending on marketing, and when you should be buying equipment, and how many employees you even need. And so in order to have all of that data, you need to have clean numbers, squeaky clean numbers to be able to make those decisions. So here at lawncarebookkeeper.com, we are not just bean counters. We actually understand this industry and we understand how these numbers are going to affect actual business decisions in your lawn care and landscaping business. I truly believe that many landscapers are overpaying on their income taxes, workers' compensation insurance, payroll taxes, and accounting fees simply because their finances are not organized on a daily and quarterly basis. Lawn Care Bookkeeper can solve that problem and save you from paying your accountant $200 to $300 an hour at the end of the year, or worse yet, paying the IRS thousands of dollars when they come to audit your business and you don't have the correct numbers in place to actually prove the fact that you've paid your taxes. I've talked to countless owners whose business failed not because they ran a bad lawn care route or they didn't know how to do marketing. They failed because a tax penalty came their way that surprised them simply due to the fact that they weren't doing their metrics correctly. They did not know what their tax liability was, and their payroll taxes were all askew. And all of a sudden, the IRS came knocking. They were not ready. And this is why I've created lawncarebookkeeper.com. You gotta know your numbers from a strategic planning standpoint, as well as unforeseen expenses from the IRS that come about as of not knowing your numbers. I've gone through audits before, both the Department of Revenue as well as the IRS, and the 4-month process that I literally just finished in 2021 went relatively smoothly, but it could not have been done without the squeaky clean numbers and quarterly reports that my team produces for me every single quarter. Lawn Care Bookkeeper gives you access to those exact same bookkeepers that I use to make sure I got through an audit correctly. You can do the same, and you can rest assured, whether you're just getting started with your business or you're extremely successful, that when the IRS or the Department of Revenue comes knocking for an audit, you have the numbers to back up the fact that you've actually done things legit and correctly. If it seems like you're flying by the seat of your pants with the numbers in your business, I encourage you to check out the pricing tab, check out the frequently asked questions tab, get more information, and join today. The sign-up fee is $999, and that includes all of your setup. So we'll set up all of your payroll. We'll get you a balance sheet up to date. We'll go all the way back to the beginning of this year and make sure that you have a balance sheet that's actually correct. Your income statements are aligned and everything is at par, starting from a really good solid base. It'll include all of your payroll setup, all of your accounts set up in your QuickBooks. It's gonna be fantastic. And if you have any questions, just email us at support@lawncarebookkeeper.com. I'm Mike Andes and I look forward to working with you.